Welcome to Deep Dive. We take fascinating sources provided by listeners, dig into them, and hopefully give you some fresh perspectives.
That's the idea. Uncover those key insights.
And today, we've got Commander Peter Ariete's personal logs, plus a ship specification memo specifically about the Gutamaya Corsair.
Right. So we'll be looking at his experiences, his adventures, you could say, and then getting into the nitty-gritty of that ship.
Exactly. Should be an interesting mix of personal narrative and technical detail. Let's jump in.
Okay, so starting with the logs, May 5th, Commander Ariete is talking about mining in Delkar.
Yeah, and straight away he's comparing ships. The Type 9, which you'd think is the obvious choice,
The big hauler, yeah.
felt too slow for him, but the Type 8, kitted out with engineered drives, that was the winner.
Yeah. He mentions dirty drives and drag drives specifically. It really shows how engineering can completely change a ship's handling, doesn't it? Makes that industrial Type 8 feel, well, almost sporty.
And those modified mining lasers he used, from Torval Mining Ltd.
Yes, those are interesting. He notes the trade-off. They've got better range, maybe lower weight or power draw.
But the actual mining output is lower?
Exactly. It's that classic engineering compromise. Do you want raw power right now or efficiency over time?
Mhm.
And needing rare materials to buy them suggests they're quite specialized.
Seems like the efficiency paid off, though. 112 million credits selling platinum at the undeniable.
That's a good haul.
A very solid haul.
Yeah.
But you can almost feel him itching for something else even then.
Yeah, the Corsair, he mentions getting it with ARX, calls it beautiful, but with an aggressive, almost predatory look.
That aesthetic appeal, it matters to pilots. It's not just about the stats.
Yeah.
And the way he outfits it for mining is quite telling.
Right, medium lasers instead of small ones like on the Type 8, but no shields.
Yeah, that's a bold move for mining. All in on speed and cargo space, basically. Willing to take the risk for faster extraction.
And it sounds like it worked, filling 224 tons in under an hour. That's quick. Very quick. Nearly 100 million credits from that run. He calls the Corsair perfect for fast, agile mining. So, for his style, it clearly clicked.
Okay, so that's the mining side. But then the log shifts gears completely on May 6th.
Colonization efforts in HIP 67203. Building a high-tech installation called Larson Platform. That's a big undertaking.
Definitely. And the Type 9 is back, the Ram Heavy. This time doing what it does best, hauling massive amounts of supplies.
Yep, he mentions a trip to Kilkis and the Trailblazer promised megaship to get specific materials.
Ceramic composites, CMM composites, muon imagers. Sounds like serious construction materials.
They are. It gives you a sense of the complex logistics behind building these stations out in the black. It's not just dropping off metal.
But then disaster strikes.
Yeah, the pirate attack. You
Yeah.
apparently dozed off during a transport run.
Happens to the best of us, I guess. But yeah, a pirate crate MT2 with a fighter deployed sounds nasty.
Very nasty. And the result was losing the Ram Heavy. He specifically mentions module failures, the frameshift drive giving out.
Ouch. That's catastrophic, losing the ship and the cargo.
It really underscores how vital robust systems are. One critical failure. But thankfully, he got out.
Yeah, escape pod to Miranda installation. A rough day.
But then, talk about whiplash in the same log entry.
He hits Elite V with the Pilots Federation.
Exactly. Right after losing his ship, he gets this major rank achievement for his contributions to trade and development.
Wow. That really sums up the life, doesn't it? Risk and reward, setbacks and triumphs, all jumbled together.
It speaks volumes about persistence, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And it shows that even individual commanders' efforts get recognized in the grand scheme of galactic development.
So the colonization work didn't stop there. May 7th, the log updates on Larson Platform.
And it's good news. The platform is completed. This is expected to boost the tech level and development level of the whole HIP 67203 system.
Which should help Miranda installation too, right?
Yeah.
Better access to high-tech goods. You see how these things connect?
Precisely. Development ripples outwards. Plus, he mentions earning another Tier 3 point towards even larger station construction. It's incremental progress.
And there's a nice bit about collaboration too, helping out Commander Mako Valbel.
Right, with the Lindgren platform in Irida's sector, RYP A61, delivering titanium and steel, getting it past the halfway mark.
And he mentions Commander Valbel helped him before with his own station. That sense of community is pretty cool.
It's definitely part of the galaxy. People helping each other out on these big projects. You achieve more together.
Okay, May 8th. This sounds like routine checks after the server tick, making sure everything's working as expected.
Pretty much. Confirming Larson platform deployed successfully in HIP 67203. standard admin for anyone managing assets. Then he checks on Valbell Foundry.
Which is also complete and operational. Shipyard, market, outfitting, the works.
Yep. And what's quite interesting there is the economy type, industrial and agriculture.
How does that work?
He attributes the agriculture part to exobiology findings in the system. So life-bearing worlds potentially supporting farming alongside industrial resource extraction, maybe from other bodies. It shows how unique system features can create diverse economies.
Makes sense. Then there's a funny bit about him dozing off again while traveling.
Ah, yeah. Woke up miles from the star. It happens. Adds a human touch.
Then, May 9th, he gets strategic, thinking about system planning, influenced by the Trailblazers 3 update.
This is really insightful. He's talking about matching a system's economy to its resources for versatility. Like agriculture, if you've got life-bearing planets, industrial on icy dwarfs, refinery if there are pristine reserves.
Smart. And focusing on economy bonuses to strengthen existing links?
Yeah, basically optimizing the supply chains and trade routes based on the game's mechanics. He plans an extraction high-tech focus for HIP 67203, leveraging the existing Miranda installation. It's deep-level planning.
Right, makes sense. Then May 10th, more direct action, working for Nakato Kaine.
Ship scans, transporting power commodities. Sounds like typical agent work.
Mm.
But the main event was platinum mining in a wing.
Ah, yes. With Commander Mache and a friend. Ariete is in his Corsair.
Machi's in a Type 10 and the friend's in a cutter. That's quite a diverse wing.
A heavy hitter, a fast hauler, and Ariete in the agile multi-role miner. Shows how different ships can complement each other.
Absolutely. Specialization within the team. He mentions his Corsair had 4 medium mining lasers and 223 tons of cargo space for that run.
And they mined efficiently, sold the platinum somewhere that offered merits.
Right. Those merits are likely points towards power plays standing or reputation with Nakato Kaine's faction. He got nearly 8,000, the others over 30,000 each.
Which boosted his rank with Kaine significantly to 45,
Right.
and unlocked special modules.
Yeah, the Conquered Cannon, Retributor Beam Laser, and the Packhound Missile Rack. He flags the cannon and missiles as particularly interesting.
Packhounds are always fun. So a very productive session, both in credits and rewards, and learning from teamwork.
Definitely underscores the benefits of collaboration.
And finally, May 11th, a log entry about just relaxing.
Pretty much. A Sunday in space, he calls it. Focusing on leisure and maybe some low-stress profit.
The suggestions are nice. Chill out in a mining hotspot, maybe a combat zone just for kicks.
Earning some combat bonds, yeah.
Yeah.
Or helping out new pilots, running a lazy trade route with a tool like ED Copilot.
The goal being peace and joy, riding the cosmic wave. I think a lot of commanders can relate to needing that sometimes.
Absolutely. It's not all grinding and fighting. Sometimes you just need to enjoy the view.
Okay, so that brings us nicely to the second source. The memo about the Gutamaya Corsair itself.
Right. The ship Commander Ariete clearly enjoys. This memo gives us the official rundown, available from May 11th, 2025, and notably an ARX exclusive purchase at that time.
ARX being that premium currency, yeah. The memo praises Gutamaya's skill in multi-role design.
And highlights the Corsair's features. Lots of internal compartments, good cargo space for its size, and impressive speed and agility. It's positioned as a real all-rounder.
Only really outclassed by ships dedicated to a single role, it says. Uses an overcharged frameshift drive, too.
Let's look at some key specs they list. Manufacturer, Gutamaya, obviously. Medium landing pad. Dimensions, 86.8 by 69.4 by 16 meters, so fairly sleek for its capability.
2 pilot seats, multi-crew capable, hull mass 265 tons. Cargo starts at 48 tons but maxes out at 318.
Which, as the memo notes, is huge for a medium ship. Highest capacity apart from the Special Type 8. That's significant flexibility.
Hard points. 3 medium, 3 large. That's some serious firepower potential. 4 utility mounts.
And the internals? A size 1, a size 2, a size 3, a size 4, 3 size 5s, and 3 size 6s. So a lot of slots to play with.
Size 7 for the core modules, power plant, thrusters, power distributor. That explains the performance.
Definitely. Default top speed, 288 meters, boost 366. But engineered, it can hit 600 meters. That's fast.
Jump range decent too, nearly 40 light years upgraded. Armor and shields are. Okay stock, 486 armor, 264 MJ shields, but plenty room to engineer those.
The memo claims it's designed for combat, trade, and exploration equally, and positions it as superior to the Python as a multi-role ship. That's a bold claim against the Classic.
And the aesthetics get a mention, too. The blue neon strips, minimal heat vents, the courier-like cockpit with the extra seat, visible spinning thrusters. It's got that Gutamaya look.
An interesting point is the hardpoint placement fuselage, mounted for tighter convergence, different from some earlier Imperial ships, suggests an evolution in their combat design philosophy.
It was unveiled February 26, 2025. And it filled a niche, didn't it? The first really new medium multi-purpose ship in a while.
Exactly. It offered something distinct from the more specialized medium ships that came before it.
So, pulling it all together, Commander Ariete's logs give us this really grounded view of life out there, the highs of successful mining and ranking up, the lows of pirate attacks and ship losses, the long-term effort of colonization, the value of teamwork.
And the simple need to just relax sometimes. And through it all, we see how ship choice matters, how engineering makes a difference, and how different vessels suit different tasks and styles.
And the Gutamaya Corsair memo provides the context for one of his key tools. It really does seem like a powerful, versatile ship that fits that dynamic commander lifestyle well. Capable, adaptable, and, well, stylish too.
It definitely does. Which kind of leaves us with a question for you listening in. When you approach your own goal, whatever they may be, do you lean toward specialization, the one perfect tool for the job? Or do you prefer the flexibility of something more adaptable, like the Corsair?
Yeah, how do you balance having the best ship for one thing versus a ship that can do many things well? And maybe also, how do you find your own balance between pushing hard towards goals and just, enjoying the ride? Something to think about.
Food for thought.
That's a wrap for this episode of Deep Dive. We hope you enjoyed this journey as much as we did. If you loved today's discussion, don't forget to like and subscribe so you never miss an episode. Until next time, fly safe, Commanders!